Hi betting experts, on Saturday the 28th of May we've got 9 ITV races on Saturday, one from Chester, really good action from Beverley, and Haydock, the principal meeting, with some really good group race action. The weather forecast pretty much set fair across the country. The ground's going to be drying out to be on the faster side of good, I would imagine, at all 3 tracks. We start off with our betting expert daily nap. This runs in the 255 at Haydock, the Betfred Pinnacle Stakes, a group 3 for fillies and mares for 4-year-olds and upwards over a mile 4, and I think Sir Michael Stout's Noon Star is well worth another chance here. Now, she's progressive, she's got a good strike rate, a smart turn of foot. She does race freely in the early stages. She did when she won on her reappearance at Nottingham, quickening well clear 3 furlongs out and value for much more than the narrow winning margin in a messy race. And then last time at York, you do have to forgive a slightly disappointing race in the Middleton, but if you watch that run back in a small field, she didn't drop the bit at all and eventually faded from about 2 furlongs out. I think this make-up here should suit her. She'll be produced late and she has got a really good turn of foot when the cards fall right. This is a slightly easier assignment. Our betting expert Value Angle runs in the 330 at Haydock, the John O'Gaunt Stakes, a group 3 for 4-year-olds and upwards over 7 furlongs. And here I'm going to side with Roger Varian's Lane Cash. Now, Varian had a quiet month, unusually for him. Not many runners and not many winners, but he has picked up in the last fortnight. He's had a few winners, most of them attracting market support. And this one only ran a few times last season. He's a lightly raced sort, can't be the easiest to train, but he ran very well. He was all in group 2 company last season. On a couple of occasions I thought he probably should have won. This group 3 is a bit easier. He's got ideal ground conditions after 246 days on the sidelines. I think he's going to take an awful lot of stopping in a small field. The remaining 7 races on ITV, we'll spin through them in time order. Back to Haydock for the 145, the Achilles Stakes, a listed contest over 5 furlongs. Well, Clarendon House comes from a yard, Robert Cowell, that does particularly well with his sprinters. This one has won 4 of his 8 career starts. Took the trouble to watch back his run at Longchamp 13 days ago. He's definitely coming to the boil. He missed the break there and saw no daylight at all from halfway, finishing with plenty of running left in the tank. He looks primed to go close, and the booking of the excellent Kevin Stott hugely increases confidence with a good pace to aim at here. Over to Beverley, their big meeting of the year, the Hillary Needler at 205, a fillies conditions contest over 5 furlongs. Hard to assess the form at this stage. They're all unexposed juveniles, but Nigel Tinkler's filly Par Fire impressed me when winning on a racecourse debut, and Tinkler wouldn't be known for having horses fit and ready first time out, but she showed plenty of pace, travelling really strongly, and I think she might be able to handle this jump up in class. She could be a fair price against the bigger yards from the south. Back to Haydock for a handicap at 220 over a mile 4. Contact was quite impressive despite the narrow margin at Newmarket last time out, slowly away, and I thought doing plenty in the middle of the race to hit the front over 3 furlongs out. There should be more to come. He can defy a higher mark with David Barron going pretty well at the moment. Beverley, 240, bet 365 handicap over 7.5 furlongs. Well, Flame of Freedom has been shaping well in defeat until bombing out altogether at Chelmsford. And regular listeners will know I'm not the biggest fan of Chelmsford. You can run very badly there for no apparent reason. Some of them don't handle it at all. So if you ignore that run, I think she's coming right, and the switch to decent turf should suit. Over to Beverley again for the 315, their 2-year-old trophy, a valuable race for colts and geldings, juveniles over 5 furlongs. Well, Whistle and Flute looked very smart when winning at Bath in April, quickening up really smartly, and I thought possibly bumped into a warm one in back heel when well back to follow up at Ascot last time out. Got the experience, should go really well. Chester, the only meet race there, 345, a handicap over 7.5 furlongs. Well, Fool's Rush In represents a yard, Hugo Palmer, that's very much worth keeping an eye on at the moment. He's taken over from Tom Dascombe this season, and they've had a handful of very well backed winners already landing the cash. Most of them seem to be improving £7 and upwards, and this previous course and distance winner should be much sharper for his promising reappearance effort 22 days ago. Finally, at Beverley, the 350, another handicap over a mile 4. Nicky could represent a bit of value here. Jed O'Keefe's lightly raced filly had no chance at Lingfield last time out when sent off 50 to 1 in listed company. Put a line through that run, but previously she'd shaped well and second in a fairly strong Newcastle handicap, and this looks a really good opening to get off the mark on turf at the 4th attempt. Best of luck with all 9 ITV races on Saturday, betting experts.